What is going on, beautiful people of the world? My name is Garrett Wolf, and I am the host of the #1 podcast for people who are trying to go from skinny fat to fitness freak. I've built my body over the last 8 years through trial and error, and in the last 3 years, I've helped hundreds of online clients shred unwanted fat and embody the best version of themselves. Now, let's jump right into today's show.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Garrett Wolf podcast. This is the #1 show for people who are trying to go from saggy flabs to six-pack abs, all without giving up the most enjoyable aspects of their life. In today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about dedication, because I almost didn't show up for this podcast. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you watched my Summer Shredding episode 3 video on YouTube, I talk about a lot of things that I'm going to get into here in a second. Hold on, my microphone is peaking because I turned up the volume on my camera. That's my fault. Sorry about that podcast intro, but it should be good now. Shouldn't be peaking any longer. In any case, you guys already know the deal. If at any point during this episode you enjoy what I have to say, or if you think I have delivered you a little bit of value, please screenshot my face, share it to Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare it to my story and send you a free gift. Other than that, guys, I want to talk today about dedication, because I'm not going to lie, I was this close to not showing up for this podcast today. If you watched my Summer Shredding episode 3 video yesterday, then you know that I've been kind of overworking myself, right? I've been running myself into a wall, been working all day, basically every day for the past 4 or 5 months, right? Ever since I got here from Virginia, I've been kind of just throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to make progress, trying to get better, trying to make, that 1% progress every single day, putting one foot in front of the other, trying to get better and better and better. And I have been. I've accomplished a lot of things. I've gotten a lot of things done. And I thought yesterday night that I was reaching a breaking point, that I was reaching the point of overwhelm, that I was reaching the point of overworking myself, and that I needed to take a break. So I sort of decided yesterday that if I wanted to take a break from everything today, that I could. And then I woke up this morning, less anxious, less worried, less panicky about what I need to get done. And I kind of realized something. Oh my God, there's a gigantic ant on my bed right now. Should I ignore it, or hold on, guys? I'm going to get rid of it. I hope this ant doesn't bite, man. Please don't bite. Holy fuck. All right, I got rid of the ant. Don't worry. The ant is gone, and it didn't bite me, and he's on his way out. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about how I was overworking myself these past few months. I've gotten a lot done. I've made a lot of progress, right? We're incredibly consistent on Instagram. We're very consistent on YouTube now. We're stupidly consistent on TikTok, right? 10 to 16 TikToks a day, 2 reels on IG, like 6 YouTube shorts, depending on how they are engaged with. That's kind of how I determine if I should post more. In any case, you guys know the deal. We're posting a lot of shit. Podcast every day, and we're on the road to Alpha Elite Summer Shredding 2022. First ever men's physique bodybuilding show. Lots of stuff happening, right? Super duper exciting. And sometimes I think that I forget that this is not something that I have to do, right? This is something that I get to do. This is something that I love to do. This is something that I wake up every day excited to do. And that's why I never wanted to work an in-person job, because I can't imagine being excited for any kind of in-person job. I can't imagine working underneath someone. I can't imagine taking orders from anyone else other than myself. And so I think sometimes we often get to the breaking point because we forget that these are the things that we've chosen to do. These are our choices that we've made in our life. And I've decided to pursue this path. And I have some huge ambitions. I have some gigantic dreams, right? I want to be one of the biggest fitness influencers in the space, right? I want to be an online coach. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be making money on my own with nobody else's help, from different side hustles, different streams of income. I have all these big dreams, right? And I think we often forget that these big dreams are choices, right? It's not something that I have to do. I could easily forget about it. I could easily go work a real job, and I could easily just let myself fall into scarcity and just be kind of more or less, lack of a better term, just a normal person, right? And I realized that today when I was kind of doing nothing. I was like kind of doing nothing. Today what I've done is I went to the store First, I woke up, right, at like 11. I usually wake up at like 9, 10, but I woke up at like 10:30, 11, right? Because it was supposed to be my off day, right? So then I woke up kind of late. I allowed myself to sleep in. I didn't wake up thinking that I had to do anything. I didn't wake up with the thoughts in my mind of, fuck, you got to do a podcast, you got to do a YouTube video, you got to do two YouTube videos, right? The podcast and a contest prep. Then you got to hit a workout. Then you got to do this. Then you got to do that, right? I didn't think of any of that. And so I woke up pretty anxiety free, pretty carefree, because I think at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself that you get to do these things. These are not things that I have to do by any means. These are things that I've decided to do because of my big dreams, because of my big ambitions. And I was this close to not signing on to the podcast today, but then I was chilling in my room and I was like, yo, I fucking love this life. Like, I love doing what I do. I love podcasting. I love teaching people. I love helping people with their mindset. I love coaching people. I love exposing myself in front of everyone, right? I love, cleaning out my closet, as Eminem would say. I love getting in front of people, telling my truth, telling my knowledge, spitting about my life experiences. This is what I live for. And I woke up with like plus 12 subscribers on YouTube, right? I checked that metric this morning, and I'm so close to 500 subscribers. And this is the first benchmark. If you guys didn't know about YouTube, the first benchmark is 500 subs, because then you can make threads, kind of like community posts on YouTube. So that's the first checkpoint. The second checkpoint is obviously 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours watch time for that nice monetization money bag. And I am so fucking excited to get there. I'm so goddamn excited to get there. And I was this close to not doing the podcast, but we're talking about dedication. Right? I have these big goals. I have these big dreams. And one of my dreams is to have a podcast with 100 episodes out. And I figured that if I make a podcast every single day, by the time I hop on stage for Summer Shredding 2022, I'll have 100 episodes out, right? Because we're 8 weeks out right now. This is episode 28 or 29 of the pod every single day. And so in 60 days, I'll be at 90 episodes, right? I'll be 10 episodes away from 100 podcast episodes, doing them every single motherfucking day without fail. And that's what we've been doing for the last 29 days, because I have big dreams, right? I have big aspirations, and these are dreams that I get to do. I choose to do them. I do not have to do any of this. I get to do all of this. And that is what I want to remind you guys today. If you guys have a big dream, if you have a big goal, a big ambition, oftentimes we can get overwhelmed with the action steps that we have to do. We can get overwhelmed with all these things that we see in front of us that need to get done. But it's the terminology, it's the language that we use. The fact of the matter is, we do not need to do any of these things. You could lay in bed kind of like a slug all day and do nothing. But if I did that every day, that would be a completely miserable existence for me. That would mean nothing. I want my life to have substance. I want my life to have meaning. I want to dent the universe. I want to change the world. I want to help people. I want to change people's lives. So if I want to do that, then I get to do all these things. I get to go live for you guys in front of you beautiful people, this beautiful audience. I get to do all these things. I get to post on Instagram to try to change people's minds. I get to make a podcast to try to motivate people. I get to go to the gym to work out and work on my body and work on my health. And I get to do all these things because I have all these big dreams, all these big ambitions, all these big goals. And that completely relieved me of my anxiety. And that's the difference between someone who's dedicated and someone who's, kind of just going through the motions, doing things day by day, step by step, not really that passionate about their goals. And I think if that's you, I think if you're not that passionate, right, you find yourself losing a little bit of passion for your dreams, for your goals, then maybe you're in the wrong field, right? Because I can remember, when it comes to a fitness journey, this is a fitness podcast after all, sort of. I mean, it kind of is, right? It's all about mindset, fitness, entrepreneurship. It's all those things, right? Because they're all kind of one. They're all kind of one. But you talk about a fitness journey, right? I can remember. It's kind of crazy, but I can remember not wanting to go to the gym, right? I can remember like sitting in my room kind of like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go to the gym, just dreading it. And now, like 8 years later, that thought is just a distant memory. Like, I can't even imagine waking up on a training day and like dreading it, like grueling it. And that's because I'm just so passionate about it. I just love it so much. And it's the same thing when it comes to my online, everything. Well, I don't know what you want to call me, online influence, right? My online presence is, I love to do this shit. And so though I may get overwhelmed, though I may get anxious sometimes, and though I may think, I need to get all this stuff done, the longer I do it, the easier it's going to be. The more I produce, the easier production will become. And, 5 to 6 years down the line, when I'm about 25, 26, it's going to be just like it is for the gym. It's going to be another one of those days where, if it's a training day, if it's a podcast day, I can hop on, no problem. And it's going to be easy money because, again, it's just if you have that fire, if you have that passion, and if you find yourself as someone that doesn't, maybe you're in the wrong field of study, maybe you're in the wrong field of work, maybe working out every day just isn't for you. And I honestly don't think that's the case for anyone when it comes to working out. But when it comes to your passions and dedication, like what you're studying in school, what you want your job to be, real life things like that, if you find yourself dreading it, find yourself saying things like, I have to do this, find yourself not enjoying, when you remind yourself that you don't have to do that thing and that you get to do that thing, and even so, when you get to do that thing, you're still kind of like dreading it, right? You might be in the wrong field to study, and you might need to do a little bit of shape shifting in your head, rearranging in your mind, and figure out what it is you actually want to get done with your life, because I've already decided what I want to get done with my life. I want to change 100,000 men's life. 100,000, not 100. I want to change 1,000 men's lives, right? I want to get 1,000 transformation pictures. I want to generate $100 million. I want to be one of the biggest fitness influencers in the space. I want to get 1 million followers. And if I want all these things to happen in my life, then I get to do all these action steps, and I get to go live for you guys. I get to change the world. I get to dent the universe, and I get to make my impact. And that brings us to the end of today's podcast episode, guys. If you enjoyed this episode or you got some value out of this, then please screenshot my face. Share it to Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare it to my story and send you a free gift. Other than that, guys, it has been your boy Garrett Wolf, and we are out. It's time to go get 15,000 steps because we're dedicated, and I'm only 8 weeks out from a show. So I will see you all in the next podcast episode. Peace.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you got some value. If you did get value and you want to learn a little bit more about how you can go from skinny fat to fitness freak, just head over to my Instagram at _Garrett Wolf and DM me the word muscles, and I'll reach out to you and see if I can help. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.